What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz. In today's video, we're going to talk about how we've racked up 23 winners in the Ask Jason program, one of which ran more than 1,500% in the last 48 hours, including two more today, one of which doubled in the last 24 hours. So the obvious question of this day is, with Muln last trade 28 cents a share, why does it seem like with all this success, we've got nothing but a bunch of crybabies? All that and more coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just after 1:30, it looks like. Congratulations, 168 on MIMO. If you were in the Discord along with me, that was a buy in the mid-12s. You could have been pulling the trigger last night, as I did, close to 16, or got another penny, or what is that, 5 or 6%. And as I told people last night and multiple times again this morning, do not panic. I am right 80 to 90% of the time over the last 2 years. So if I tell you to settle down and wait for the right price, or wait for the stock, in this case, to bounce back, you should have done that. So for all you crybabies, you Debbie Downers, you glass half fullers that were panicking this morning at 14 or even 13 in high change, you made a mistake. And to the gentleman who I appreciate in terms of the feedback that, hey, if people are going to pay you just to be MIA, why not just take the money? Look, I look at it this way, ladies and gentlemen, and stick around, freeloaders. If you're just here for the MCOM MULN update, I won't let you down. But we are 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through 500 Discord. In fact, we're closer to 75% sold out. Thank you very much for everyone who's supporting our cause. Without you, we are nothing. And we are stacking cash to the fucking ceiling. 23 winners. The last one of which, LIFW, went from $1.25 to 17 and change. I would have been out long before that. But we had RAP, that's a WKRP in Cincinnati. We don't edit around here, so if you're new, welcome. What a show that was. Kind of miss it. I think that guy died not too long ago. But anyway, WRAP. I said buy it on October 20th at $1.25. You could have sold it, as a couple of guys did today, close to $3. We had MIMO. Now I can talk about it for you freeloaders. What is that? A big red down bar? Is that a big red down bar? Is the party over in MIMO? Look, folks, I could go on all fucking day long about how we've averaged 102% on our winners. 23 of them, 9 core holdings. And we've got over 80% of the Discord that hasn't checked in the last couple of weeks. I have no fucking idea if you're catching all these winners. When you're stacking cash to the ceiling in a market that's gone absolutely nowhere for the last 18 months, I look at it as the following. We're a family. We're a team, or at least we're supposed to be. And we got $1 million on the line every time we go in and out of something. And it's about to be 2 million and then 3 million per idea. So when you have a stock like MIMO that's only going to trade a couple million shares a day, it's traded about 8 million. That's how we've been able to get out the last 24 hours. You got to be all hands on deck. It's assholes and elbows. So when I saw a clown about 2 hours ago inside of the Discord, same guy, by the way, who was bitching about the stock being down the other day, then didn't get the memo apparently to get out at 15 and change. He finally gets out, and then he starts talking about having FOMO of wanting to get back in the fucking stock. Wrong. I have made the decision. It's not about the money. You can do the math. 500 members at $50 a month, $25,000 a month, minus taxes. 40% as a single guy who's got no kids. I'm paying my bills, and I got a few $1,000s left over to pay off my mortgage, folks. This is about the game. This is about playing the game the way it's supposed to, top 1% style. So yeah, if I see you fucking around or dropping the ball or acting like you're not worthy of being a member of this team, you're out. Now, generally what I'll do is I'll put you into timeout. I'll ban you for 24 hours. Most of them, I'd say 80% come back, and they're great people. They understand that they're not the only one inside of the fucking Discord. So I'm deadly serious, folks, even though we goof around and we have lots of fun. Just look at the feed. Half the time we're goofing around and having fun. But when we've got something on the line, when we've got $1 million, $2 million, $3 million that we need to move in and especially out, we have to be deadly fucking serious to get everybody out in a timely fashion. So I intentionally last night, in the case of MIMO, pulled the ripcord at 20 minutes to 8, knowing I was going to create a mild shitstorm. What surprised me is over 85% didn't even bother to check in then or this morning. Then they came rolling in, and I kept saying, don't panic. It was down a penny or two from where I got out. Don't panic. Let it come back. You know, the guy that's right 80 to 94% of the time recently, listen to what I'm telling you. So you could have been getting out all afternoon long, and I'll bet you we close a lot lower than when I started this video at 168. But maybe we don't. But the point is, we made 30% plus in this one. You could have made over 1,000% in LIFW. You could have made 130% in WRAP. And 20 other fucking Ask Jason stocks. Do you guys realize you can ask me, what do you think of this? I've analyzed 200 stocks. I give them all a green, a yellow, which means caution, and a red. I throw half of them overboard, and I've saved some of you from absolute effing demise. In that LQR, I said, stay away at $1. It went to a dime. What was it? EasyMO, the Chinese scam, same thing, $1 to a dime. I could keep going. Occasionally, I'll be wrong about 10 to 15, 20% of the time. But if you're betting against me in the system that took me 30 years to figure out, good fucking luck. You do not need a small business to get a Discord at trysmallbiz.com. And before I close out this video with Muln and MCOM, and yeah, I just wrote it up again inside of the Discord. Let me remind everybody for the God knows how manyth time. I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on Telegram. I'm not on WhatsApp. I'm not on trade-8.com. You can't DM me on Facebook or fucking Twitter. Never send anybody crypto. Don't call them. Don't email them. Don't send any money ever unless it's to trysmallbiz.com. We have hundreds of impersonators that have been copying me for the last 3 years. Same name, same logo with slightly different URLs, whether it's on Twitter. I'm not on any of those instant messaging sites. You can't get a fucking text from me. All you get is the @everyone tag if you're inside of the Discord. It's a much safer way to eliminate the scam. But again, how many times have we all said, is that you hit me up on Telegram? No. Hey, Dad, is that you hit me up on Telegram? No, buddy, that's not me hitting you up on Telegram. Okay, Dad, I didn't think so. Hey, Dad? Yes, son. Did you just text me on Twitter? Is that you DMing me? No, buddy, I'm not on that. You know that I'm only over there on trysmallbiz.com. That's the only place you can find me, buddy. Yeah, that's what I thought, Dad. Hey, Dad, am I supposed to send you $500 or $1,000 of this crypto inside of Instagram? Dad, are we there yet? Written, directed, and produced by yours truly, starring 500 characters, 400 of which are already inside of the Discord. Due to be a blockbuster summer release in 2024. I never had kids, but I'm telling you right fucking now, I'm convinced that not only is God blessing me with way over above average win rates, but he's testing me. Because every day, all day, whether it's you Instagramming me or you hit me on this, or are we getting out of that? How about the guy who said the other day when we sold RSLS for the second time, for what, a total of 74% profit? He goes, are we still in that? We still in that? And I'm like, you've been sitting here for the last fucking hour and you're asking me if we're still in this stock? So I'm putting everybody on notice right now, if I haven't already. Please, if I put out a trade, just hit the like. Let me know that you're aware of what's going on. That's all I ask. I don't need a statue out in the front yard, although I probably deserve it in some cases. You're paying me $50. Some of you are making $100,000 a month now. Those guys and a couple of gals are very grateful. But you whiners, you bitchers, you fucking crybabies that only want to talk about Mullen and or MCOM, you need to get your shit together before it's too late. Start with MCOM. We're supposed to find out tomorrow. And again, I said this in the Discord with a nice little write-up on whether or not they were delisted. I think they have been. I think the motherfucker's been sandbagging the news. That's why the stock is pinned at 03 1/4 or thereabouts. Now, the real question is, if it does come out that he's got X number of days before they kick his ass over to the OTC, is he got something up his sleeve? Does he have a story? Does he have an investor? Is he going to say, you know what, I thought about diluting 900 million shares, but I'm not going to do that. Maybe I'm going to do a Kickstart program. He did use that word in a tweet a couple of days ago. So I'm not saying it's going to go from 3 1/4 down to a penny. That's very unusual for a NASDAQ stock, at least initially. But on the other hand, even risk, if he does get another 6 month of extension, I think the stock's going to ramp somewhere between a nickel and a dime, maybe even further. Going to depend on what the story is along with that. If it's me, I get the fuck away from hopium. I do not flush $18 million, including the $3 million on the convertible debt bond, down the toilet. I say we're lean, we're mean, we cut 20% of the workforce, we're opening new stores in California and or Miami, etc. We've got $30 to $40 million worth of cash, and we, based on what we currently see in our pipeline, expect to be profitable in the next 3 to 6 months. That's what I would do if I was running the company, but I'm not. So flip a coin as to whether or not we're all going to the pink sheets, down another 25 or 30% from where we are, or is the stock going to double or maybe triple or more? I have no idea. It's even risk from here on out. Mullen's got to hold 24 cents. We got a double bottom at a quarter. So far, it looks like 28.5 last trade. We're holding it. If you look, as I also put out in the Discord, Canoe, GOEV's gotten blasted. It's got the same chart as Mullen's got. Workhorse, although it's near an all-time low, is doing a little bit better on the last 4 or 5 days. So it's trading for the most part with the mid-tier EV players. It didn't help us when he dumped 103 fucking million shares in a warrant conversion a couple days ago. Excuse me, it looks like a week ago. And it also doesn't help when you filed to, or at least filed for 8 or 9 million of your comp related to motherfucking what? Hey, pimp, related to what? What kind of comp are you fucking producing? Yeah, you got a $200-300 million pipeline that we've been waiting 6 to 9 months to see realized. But you should have said, you know what? I'm giving that to charity, or I'm putting it back in trust. I'm doing something to make sure that I don't fucking cash in as a former CEO / president of Death Row fucking Records 1999 until we get this stock up and over $1, preferably organically. And until next time, 36.42.5. Before we can have a second and third lick of 75 cents. Until next time, always remember that I love you guys and gals, and thanks for watching. Chrysler reminds me of my grandfather, who was a big fan of Lee Iacocca.